Hello everybody, this is Molly. How are y'all doing? Well, you know my last video, if you're watching them, was on a website that Kathryn of KathrynOnTheScrapBeach.ning or .blogger showed us about it was in Compotech, and it showed us how to print papers that were graph paper or writing paper or grid papers and different things like that. And I wanted to show you the first little journal I've done with them. I really enjoyed that website and I enjoyed playing, and I played with Photoshop a little bit, taught myself some new things. So I just wanted to share with you the journal that I've made. Okay, now y'all swallow what you got in your mouth now, because I don't want y'all spitting out when you laugh when y'all hear this. But the name of this journal for me, it's something I've been thinking about for a while. It's just a little more than halfway. Now what the heck does that mean? Well, I'm years old, and so I'm thinking to myself, my mom's in her just turned 90, so I'm just a little more than halfway. Okay, maybe a lot more than halfway, but anyway, I'm getting there. So I wanted to make myself a journal and kind of, remind myself that there's plenty left ahead, and I've got to set some goals and get some things done and have fun along the way, So that's why it's named just a little more than halfway. The paper line that I used was a new one from Michaels. I love it, and I'm sorry to say I don't know the name of it, but it's one of their brand new lines out. And if you can see, it's make a difference. How do you want to be remembered? Define yourself. That's one of the sheets in there. Remember these moments and all. So it's just it was perfect paper for me, in blues and yellows and all. Perfect for this time of the year. Now I've got lots of ribbon on of course it's a cinch binding, lots of ribbon. And this charm, I'm just broken hearted. I've spent about the last 30 minutes looking online to see if I could remember who gave us these. I was in charm swaps last year on the Scrap Beach, and this was one of the charms I received. Whoever created this incredible work of art, gosh, I wish you could remind me who it was. I took them off the card and hung them as works of art in my room. It wasn't smart enough to have saved who the artist was. But this charm is just like you see it, is how I got it. Isn't it gorgeous? So I put it on the binding. There's the cover. Those are some Tim Holtz numbers. Of course, I just created the title on my computer. And then you see the Tim Holtz key. Pretty old cameo. And then most of the flowers are petaloo, floradoodles. They're frosted geraniums, or hydrangeas, excuse me. Anyway, so when you come in the book, now of course you know how I always say it's simple or a little bit plain. This one really is, because, excuse me, it's intended for me to be a journal and stuff I take with me. I've just got some chipboard pieces from Prima there, a little acetate butterfly, that's from K & Company. And then this pocket I made here. Now what I did here, if you can see the edges of here, the back of this page is the print, and I actually wrapped it around here to make a little window frame border. Glued another piece to the back of it, but left enough to wrap around, make a border. And then this one to flip up, and it was a floral that went in either direction, so I didn't have to worry about that. And then I just punched the edges there. So that's my first page, and of course that's a pocket for me to poke things. Here's the next page, just some of the pretty print paper. You can see this yellow paper got a little bit of glitter shine to it. And then another word on the chipboard butterflies, so you can see where I'm talking about plain. Okay, here's one of the papers I printed for myself. Now this one right here, not too big of a deal. I could have used a piece of notebook paper, but it's printed on cardstock. And as you can see, I used some graphics I had and printed the butterfly right on the paper, so that was fun. And then used some Prima and petaloo flowers. So that butterfly is a piece of artwork. Don't know if I got it from one of the digital houses online. May have come from Graphics Fairy, but what I was teaching myself is how to change colors on these things, and then how to cut out around them so that, like this may have been part of a larger picture or something. And then you'll notice I made myself some tab edges for the different ones. So here's page layouts, notes to self, and then the list. Ugh. Okay, so the page layouts, you turn the back of this is another one of those pocket pages I made where I just kind of wrapped it around. But look at these sheets, how cute. See where this is where I made squares and things to write. And then again, here's where I printed butterflies on the paper. And probably recolored them just a little bit, certainly cut out around them so they could be free floating. If any of y'all are interested, if you've been wanting to tinker around with Photoshop, I have Photoshop Elements. Of course, the cheap version. You know, I don't have the real expensive version. But if y'all want me to do a video of kind of showing you how to do some of these simple things, let me know. I'll be glad to share what little bit I've taught myself. Anyway, so this section is just a bunch of these layout pages. So that'll be fun, sitting in the car and just making some notes as we go. Okay, this next page, just made a little flap thing here for photographs or more notes or whatever. Not too much to share there, just cut the corners and put a little flower, little ribbon there, punched edge, kind of plain. But using that new program, I printed lines on the back of that sheet. I don't know if you can see the lines, I hope you can. And then this piece of artwork was another thing where I took and if any of y'all have gone to Pinterest, God help you, I hope you're not addicted like I am. But anyway, if you've gone to Pinterest and downloaded some what they call printables, or gone to Graphics Fairy and found something, this was part of a postcard kind of layout and had all kind of stuff behind it. And I just cropped this out. So this bird is now, you know, they're free sitting on here. I actually think it said Merry Christmas down here I had to get rid of. And all, but anyway, so printed that on that page. Okay, ladies, get your Kleenexes out. You know I always get mushy with my stuff here. This is a list. It's from H. Jackson Brown Jr. and suggestions for success. I have this. I had found it years ago in a, you know, I don't know where I found that picture, but it was a beautiful framed piece of art with these things that I have hanging on the wall. Actually, it's in my craft room now. And kind of reflecting back on life and what makes me happy and what decisions I'm thinking, darn, I should have done something different there. But anyway, this gentleman's suggestions for success, pretty good ideas. First one on the list, marry the right person. This one decision affects 90% of your happiness or misery. And he goes on, you can go online and type in H. Jackson Brown Jr., suggestions for success. It'll come right up for you. But the last one, don't do anything that wouldn't make your mom proud. Now, I love that. I love it the fact that I'm a daughter, and I love it the fact that my son should live by that. Anyway, so I just put that in there, simple reminder. Next page, isn't that paper beautiful? Again, it's from Michaels. It's one of their new stacks this year. This die cut is from Joann's, one of their color box lines they have. And of course this is, you know, for me to poke some things in, a little pocket. This page is very plain, but you're going to see that it's got a pull out there. Some of that pretty ribbon that I got from the Etsy shop, Abby and Danielle. And then here's some of that paper, if you can see how cute it is. It's our family story, small things in life that matter the most. Doing what I love the most. I can't believe this is my life. You can see how that paper line is just so cute. And then here's a tag I made. I saw this on Triple Dog Dare You. I love the name of that of her channel, Triple Dog Dare You. She had done some things, and I think Steph Gal may have done those, Stephanie, too, where she hangs tags, you know, like that's a pull for that. So I hang that and just hung the bee charm on it. I don't know if you could tell, but that paper has bees on it, you know. So again, the bee and the clock, I thought kind of, okay, and then here's where I printed on the back of a piece of paper. And I inserted this piece of artwork right here. This was off Pinterest. This is your life. Do what you love and do it often. If you don't like something, change it. If you don't like your job, quit. Who's going to pay the bills? Okay, anyway, do something else, I guess. If you don't have enough time, stop watching TV. YouTube. If you're looking for love of your life, stop. They'll be waiting for you when you start doing things you love. Anyway, it's just a cute little piece of, you know, artwork, I guess you'd call it, or, you know, kind of words to live by that I found on Pinterest. There's the tab that says Notes to Self. You know, I print on the back of a piece of paper. So there's just one of the print pieces of paper I printed on the back of. These are from Melody Ross. Be brave, do it anyway. Cute. And then these pages right here are some note pages I printed myself. This was a piece of artwork, and ladies and gents, I don't know much about you know, the Photoshop program, but I was teaching myself, and one of the things I taught myself, this original piece of artwork was off Pinterest, and beautiful old floral, and it was in beautiful shades of pink and coral and all that. So I learned how to change the colors on it so that it matched my paper. That was kind of fun. Anyway, so I've got a section of those. You know, you can see where I just made myself journaling sheets there. This next page. Okay, just for a minute, let's just stop and admire that paper. Isn't that pretty? Anyway, so this piece of page here I made a pocket out of, and it's got a couple of different tags in it. And then on the back side, another one of the color block pieces of ephemera. How did you teach me to say it? Ephemera. There, and then a tag here. Hold on just a second. Okay, sorry about that. My phone was ringing, as you could tell. Okay, here's another one of just the plain, the pieces of paper. Isn't that beautiful for Michael's? Now, I've read or seen where a lot of y'all are saying y'all can't find it at your Michael's store. When I went into my Michael's, one of the first couple of end caps they have, just those narrow little ends to the aisles, that paper stack was on the bottom shelf, upside down, hiding underneath something. It just happened to be poking out enough to catch my eye, but it almost looked like they had tried to hide it from all the other things. But it was there, and I'm sure glad I found it. I love it. Just really like it. Of course, then here you get to a pocket page. Turn the page here. So I've kept everything kind of flat, because again, I'm thinking I'll be throwing this in the car with me, you know, or just having it around a journal as I think of things. This, I just cut out one of the pieces of papers because I couldn't throw away that artwork. Put it on the back of another one, and then just left it to where you can poke something underneath there. There's the tag. Here's another one of the pretty pieces of paper. Isn't that pretty? For a stack. And of course, they were on sale 40% off. And then this is one of the yellow prints. I just put a fleur-de-lis on the bottom because I thought it kind of went with that damask. Can you hear the charm jangling? Isn't that beautiful? Gosh, I hope I can figure out who made it. Okay, so that page turns. Pretty bird print. I'll be sticking something there. Of course, there's the tag again. I just took a paper punch I had that was a label, turned it over and made the flaps. Kind of speed through these plainer parts. There's just a little photo mat there. Got a picture of a bird. See? Bird. Isn't that cute? Okay. And then here's again where I printed out lines on the back. Another piece of saying from Pinterest. Sometimes the smallest things take up the most room in your heart. Isn't that cute? And the colors just matched. Okay, here's the next page. Each one of these, I just put three things to poke in, folded the paper. Well, gosh darn, folded the paper in half, and they're just little booklets. Isn't that pretty old double dot paper from Bo Bunny? You can tell I used another piece of the artwork from Color Block, a pretty doily. Made a little pocket there just for interest. And then this page right here, let me see if I can grab it. Isn't that paper pretty? And it says memories, what will I remember most? And so I just had that flap over so I could use the whole thing. The book is 7.5 by 9, so that's why I was, enjoying the paper. Okay, so here's a page with a pretty yellow floral I just love. Again, it's got to pull out. Use that tab for the thing, a pretty little button. Okay, another piece of flip. Just put two little prints of paper, cut that up, made it there. Pretty little flower. Okay, the list. Okay, you get it? What is that? A bucket. I've never been a fan of bucket lists. However, as I've gotten a little bit older, I'm thinking to myself, let's just call it the list. So I'm going to write down first, married the right person. Check. Had a great family and show I love them. Check. Do things you love. Check. Okay, and then I've got a couple other things I need to add to my list for travel goals and things in life I want to do, artistic things I want to try. So it's time for me, I guess, to start making my list so I can make sure I'm getting done what I hope to get done. Okay, and then last, these are some of the things. I don't know if I bought them on Peachy Cheap or Crafty Steals or Blitzy or where, but they were the Tiffany's Treasures flowers. They had those pretty shiny centers, so I thought those were pretty. And then I just used, I think it was Kathy Arda, could have been Laura Dennison, that showed us how to like stack some things with those little brads to make where you can put different size pieces in there. So I've just got 3 different tags in there. These are rub-ons from Michael's. There's the glasses, and it just says look closely. So I thought that was kind of a cute last page. And then last but not least is this. This piece of graph paper was actually from the line, so it just shows you how pretty the line is. That it worked. And in the back of the book, hold on, the dadgum cinch, you gotta flip it this way. So kind of plain, but I thought it just fit my, tailored sensibilities kind of thing. And in the back of the book, I just used the polka dot and all. But I just love it. I love the jingle jangle. Gosh, I hope somebody please let me know who made this charm. And I'll do a better job of hanging on to names. And then just want to remind myself I'm just a little more than halfway, so I better get busy on doing some things I want to do. Hope you enjoyed it. Oh, I wanted to show you something else. Hold on just one second. Okay, I love that. But here's my next thought of what I'm going to do when I have time. I had bought these on sale at Joann's, and they're the Tim Holtz ring binders. Is that what he calls them? Yeah, ring binders in large. I don't know how large that is, but anyway, about an inch, I guess. So what I wanted to do with this one is, while I was at Michael's, the other paper pack that I bought, had to have it, just had to, was this Christmas stack, and it's called Frosty Cabin. So it's kind of a masculine. See how it's kind of a natural, I won't call it craft, but it's kind of the taupe color. Let's see if I can go through here. And reds. I loved it. I just liked it. I don't know why. But anyway, so what I'm thinking I'm going to do with it is make myself a notebook to start planning Christmas. I usually wait until the last minute, do a panic, don't get half the stuff done that I'm wishing I did, don't make half the recipes I want to make, don't do half the decorating I'm thinking about doing. Somehow I still seem to spend all the money though. So this year I'm thinking what I want to do is make myself a book and plan Christmas, put my favorite recipes in that I just have to get done, do some decorating ideas as I find things in magazines or whatever, poke them in there and all. So, but instead of doing a cinch binding, I want to do a ring binding, because that way I can just add some pages, take out some pages or whatever. So that's going to be a book I make with that. And if you can just imagine, see these little pages? Imagine little Christmas motifs right there, or, you know, line things, recipe cards with pretty artwork and all. So I'll go on the internet and I'll find some pretty artwork or download some things from Graphic Fairy, and add my own cute little artwork. Not my own, but anyway, I'll add somebody's own cute little artwork to the pages and all. So I'm anxious to do that, hoping that I'll have just a beautiful, we have a good Christmas every year, but I actually want to spend the time to get some things decorated and, you know, cook some things that I've been meaning to do and all for years, my poor family. So I'm looking forward to doing that. And then I saw some of the new things coming out from CHA, and I don't remember which line it is, but one of the designer lines coming out is going to be a perfect blend for this. So I'm thinking I'll use this red and taupe, add in some pine green and, you know, kind of natural wood look things and all, cinnamon colors and all, and just, I think I'm going to enjoy it. I'll share it with you when I get it done. Hope y'all are having a great day. Let me try and get this thing uploaded. Y'all have fun. Oh, and thanks so much for all the comments, y'all. I really, really appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please go by my new little blog site. It's called I Love Mini Albums. Is that the cutest name? iloveminialbums.blogspot.com, and become a follower if you want to. I will be doing some giveaways on there coming up soon, and just trying to share some daily thoughts and things. Not daily, but some thoughts, and post some still pictures and on there and all. So if you have the time, go by there, see if you like it, give me some suggestions, and have a great day. Bye.